Hi and welcome back on the House News with me, Dadi Ramadan. In this edition, we'll present you the latest information coming from the House of Representatives of Indonesia. But before, let's see the headlines for today. The Indonesia-Argentina Parliamentary Friendship Group welcomed a visit from its Argentine counterpart, highlighting their commitment to closer parliamentary collaboration. BKSAP of the House received a visit from the Regional Parliament of MIE Prefecture, Japan, to discuss the cooperation regarding the placement of Indonesian workers. Indonesia is currently undergoing the accession process to become a member of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD. Commission 1 welcomed a courtesy visit from the ambassador of Chile to Indonesia in celebration of the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the two countries. The National Research and Innovation Agency has launched a digital platform showcasing Indonesia's prehistoric rock art from over 50,000 years ago. Looking ahead to 70 years of diplomatic relations, the Indonesia-Argentina Parliamentary Friendship Group highlighted to explore more cooperation opportunities, particularly in agriculture and trade.
Argentina, one of South America's major agricultural producers, has the potential to supply beef to Indonesia. However, the issue of halal certifications continues to be a main obstacle. Chairpersons of Indonesia-Argentina Parliamentary Friendship Group, Martin Manurung, urged the Indonesian government to intensify their efforts in addressing the halal certification procedures. He believes Indonesia needs to diversify its trade partnership and should not rely on certain countries, especially in the current global geopolitical landscape.
Tapi juga Indonesia sebenarnya bisa punya potensi juga untuk mengekspor seperti unggas dan lain sebagainya ke Argentina. Nah ini yang sebenarnya harus kita akan minta juga dari pemerintah untuk bisa lebih intens untuk berkomunikasi, karena memang Indonesia pada saat ini menurut saya ya, dengan juga perkembangan dinamika global yang saat ini terjadi, itu sangat perlu partner-partner dagang yang semakin kuat di berbagai kawasan. Jadi jangan kita bergantung kepada 1, 2, atau 3 negara saja dalam perdagangan. Kita perlu membuka hubungan-hubungan perdagangan lebih banyak lagi. Dan Argentina untuk kawasan Amerika Selatan sangat besar potensinya.
Furthermore, Martin Manurung hoped the visit can be a momentum for both countries to explore more cooperation opportunities to contribute for the prosperity of Indonesia and Argentina. Adila and Julian, TVR Parlemen Report.
The discussion between BKSAP and the Japanese delegates highlighted a mutual interest in strengthening labor cooperation. It reflects a shared effort to solve youth unemployment in Indonesia while supporting Japan's need for a productive workforce amid its aging population.
Chairpersons of BKSAP of the House, Mardani Alisera, mentioned Japan is currently facing an aging population and is expected to need more than 3 million foreign workers in healthcare and manufacturing sectors. With an average age of 29 years, Indonesia has a young workforce and could become a strong partner in meeting Japan's labor needs. Moreover, Mardani demanded the collaborations between Indonesia's apprenticeship programs providers and their Japanese counterparts to overcome obstacles in the worker placement process.
Jepang sangat perlu tenaga kerja dari Indonesia, baik di bidang kesehatan, manufaktur, atau bidang-bidang yang lain. Bahkan kalau para Finra menghitung 3,4 juta lapangan pekerjaan diperlukan oleh Jepang, karena Jepang termasuk aging society, masyarakat yang menua. Kita rata-ratanya 29,4 tahun usianya. Jadi sangat fit sekali kalau Indonesia mengirim tenaga kerja ke Jepang. Ada 2 isu, pertama kemampuan bahasa Jepang, yang kedua kemampuan skill untuk bekerjanya, sama prosedur kemasukannya.
In addition, Mardani is optimistic Indonesia could send up to 100,000 workers to Japan this year. Indonesian nurses are recognized for their empathy and warm service, while many Indonesian workers also show the discipline and skills required in the manufacturing sectors. Fitian and Yoga, TVR Parlemen Report.
To support the goal of Indonesia's OECD accession, BKSAP continues to promote the Open Parliament initiative as a concrete commitment to transparency, accountability, and participatory governance.
Following a meeting with the chief of the Open Government Partnership Parliament, Vice Chairperson of BKSAP, Hussein Fadlullah stated, BKSAP is committed to strengthening open, participatory, and inclusive parliamentary. This effort supports the government's goal to be part of the international community that prioritizes openness in governance with strong engagement from its parliament. Strengthening these values will boost public trust in the legislature and also enhance Indonesia's positions on the global stage.
Ini bisa berjalan dengan baik, tentunya dengan mendengarkan masukan-masukan dari OGP internasional ya, yang tadi kita sudah bahas. Karena ini juga menyangkut dengan rencana Indonesia untuk bisa menjadi anggota tetap OECD. Nah, salah satunya adalah terkait dengan transparansi dan juga untuk akuntabilitas. Nah, itu tentu saja bukan hanya dari tingkat pemerintahannya saja, eksekutifnya saja, tapi tentunya dari tingkat parlemen dan juga beberapa elemen-elemen lain yang harus meningkatkan akuntabilitas dan juga transparansinya.
Moreover, Hussein Fadlullah added, one concrete step being planned is the formation of a joint committee between the government and parliament to enhance interinstitutional synergy. This committee is expected to lead effective and comprehensive implementations of open parliament policies. Bondan N. Handoko, TVR Parlemen Report.
After the break, we have updates from Commission 1 of the House, so stay tuned on House News. During the visit of Chilean ambassador to Indonesia, Commission 1 of the House emphasized many opportunities available to enhance bilateral cooperation across various sectors, marking 60 years of diplomatic relations between the two countries.
Commission 1 of the House welcomed Chilean ambassador to Indonesia, along with the deputy ambassador and several consular staff, to discuss the progress of bilateral and diplomatic relations between Indonesia and Chile. In addition, the ambassador invited Commission 1 to visit the Chilean Navy's training ship Esmeralda, which is scheduled to dock in Jakarta this July.
During the month of July, I have already invited Mr. Chairman and the members of Parliament that have been with us. We will have the visit of the Chilean Navy training ship Esmeralda to Jakarta. This year marks the 125th anniversary.
Meanwhile, chairpersons of Commission 1 of the House, Utut Adianto, encouraged both countries to share their respective potential and strengthen cooperations in multiple sectors.
Kedua belah negara untuk lebih meningkatkan kerjasama di bidang ekonomi, pendidikan, perdagangan, dan tentu saja juga teknologi. Mereka sangat hebat dalam bidang pertanian, walaupun di negara yang airnya sedikit, mereka bisa mengembangkan beras dengan air yang sangat sedikit. Saya rasa ini sangat baik, dan yang jelas mereka juga punya universitas-universitas yang baik, dan teman-teman yang konstituennya banyak bisa berbuat di sana.
Ferdian N. Ridwan, TVR Parlemen Report.
Commission 11 believes government interventions to stimulate public demand are only effective in the short term. Therefore, the government is urged to focus on strengthening the core aspects of the national economy to achieve sustainable and inclusive economic growth.
Member of Commission 11 of the House, Martin Manurung, emphasized the government must establish a supportive ecosystem for industry and streamline industrial regulations to enhance efficiency and ensure the availability of raw materials. In addition, he urged the government to manage Danantara in a proportional manner. Danantara investment should not only be focused on increasing added value in the mining sectors, but also aim to create more employment opportunities.
Agar apa? Agar kita jangan semata-mata selalu ketika perekonomian itu agak sedikit kurang baik gitu ya, apalagi dinamika global seperti sekarang, kita harus mainnya di sisi permintaan terus. Nah itu sisi penawarannya itu harus dibereskan menurut saya. Nah, dari mulai penciptaan ekosistem, lalu kemudian dana antara yang cukup besar ini harus bisa dibagi ya, bukan hanya untuk menciptakan nilai tambah tapi juga job creation. Dan saya pikir juga perlu dari sisi regulasi ya, perindustrian kita itu juga perlu ditata.
Furthermore, Martin Manurung highlighted Presiden Prabowo Subianto's policy on the domestic component level should not be limited to restricting imports. It also needs to be implemented alongside efforts to develop and strengthen domestic supply chains. From Denpasar, Bali, Adila Febianto, TVR Parlemen reports.
The Ministry of Religious Affairs has received a diplomatic note from the Saudi Arabian ambassador highlighting 5 key concerns related to Indonesia's Hajj organization. In response, the Indonesian House intends to carry out a thorough evaluation to enhance future Hajj operations.
Speaker of the House Dr. Anaris Kausa Puan Maharani pointed out the House will receive reports and insights from the deputy speakers who directly observe this year's Hajj organizations in the Saudi Arabia. To follow up the evaluations, if necessary, the House may establish an ad hoc committee to oversee the planning and executions of the 2025 Hajj.
Banyak hal yang kita harus evaluasi, banyak hal yang harus kita selesaikan dengan lebih baik sehingga pelaksanaan haji di tahun depan itu tidak akan terulang lain. Jika memang harus dilakukan pansus haji untuk pelaksanaan perbaikan ke depan, kita DPR sesuai dengan mekanismenya.
Likewise, Member of Commission Aid of the House Hasan Basri explained the House will evaluate several aspects of the 2025 Hajj implementations immediately. He emphasized numerous issues had arisen and many agreements made with the Saudi government were not reflected in actual implementations, such as problems related to the multi-sharikah system, transportations, hotels, and facilities in Arafah and Mina.
Itu biasanya hotel-hotel yang berkelas di sekitar Masjidil Haram itu ditempati oleh para jemaah haji yang proda ini. Sebenarnya para swasta penyelenggara yang di Mekah itu juga sebenarnya mengalami kerugian mereka.
Fajar and Syamsul, TVR Parlemen report.
When we return, we'll bring you more information about technology, so stay tuned on House News. The National Research and Innovation Agency, together with Google Arts and Culture, has launched a digital platform showcasing prehistoric rock art from more than 100 cave sites located on various islands in Indonesia.
Taken from RRI, a digital platform project showcasing Indonesian prehistoric cave paintings has been officially launched. This project came from a collaboration between Indonesian Research and Innovation Agency, Google Arts and Cultures, Australia's Griffith University, as well as Indonesia's Culture Ministry. The project is called the Ancients Canvas and contains experience into more than 100 cave paintings spread across Indonesia, from Sumatra to Papua. The project has more than 500 high-definition images and 360-degree street views. This platform records the conditions of the sites at a certain point in time, provide useful data for future research, and offers virtual experiences to reduce the need for physical visits to these fragile sites. The collaboration has revealed amazing discoveries, including the world's oldest known story-based cave art, the earliest known hunting scene, and the oldest evidence of surgery. This platform also marked the starting point for a new chapter in the management, conservations, preservations, and utilizations of our cultural heritage and civilization.
Streamline Studios is currently engaged in the development of a new video game based on the Upin Universe. This project is carried out in collaboration with the original creators of this series.
Taken from the start, one of the pioneering forces behind Malaysia's animation industry, Lay Kopak Productions, is set to make waves once again with a console game of its beloved TV series Upin and Ipin. After 17 years of captivating Malaysians with its animated content, the company is entering new territory with its upcoming game, set to debut on the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. As the game is designed as open world, it allows players to engage in activities such as fishing, farming, cooking, and cycling in Kampung Durian Runtuh, just like the characters in the show. Players can choose to follow the main storyline or engage in other activities such as helping Kak Ros sell nasi lemak or playing traditional games like gasing with friends. Built in Unreal Engine 5, the game offers a stunning next-generation adventure. Launching in 2025, Upin and Ipin Universe is an open-world game that will bring the charm and vibrancy in the iconic series to a global gaming audience. With Upin and Ipin captivating audiences in over 100 countries and earning popularity in Southeast Asia, particularly in Malaysia and Indonesia, the franchise has earned billions of views on YouTube and is featured on major platforms like Netflix, Disney Plus, and Amazon Prime.
The famous travel magazine Time Out announced the ranking of best art and culture cities in the world. Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, ranks 9th on the list, which is also the highest-ranked city in Asia.
UK-based magazine Time Out quizzed 18,000 locals in cities across the world about the cultural scene in their hometown. Based on their insight, each city was given a score for the quality and affordability of its cultural offering. The quiz resulted in 20 most exciting, dynamic cultural cities where experiencing art is affordable and accessible to those who live there and to those who visit. The Vietnamese capital ranked ninth among the world's top cultural destinations, with Paris, Florence, and Edinburgh taking the top 3 spots. At the same time, Hanoi emerged as Asia's leading representative, placed ahead of other major regional cities such as Beijing, Jakarta, and Delhi. The magazine also suggests that tourists should spend the weekend on local walking streets and enjoy the variety of street performances, traditional dances, and live music they find in the area. Hanoi stands out for being the heart of Vietnamese culture for thousands of years. The Haute Quarter is not just a center for food, but also for architecture. Visitors can explore the majestic Opera House and a church inspired by Notre Dame, while discovering hidden cafes in alleyways or visited centuries-old buildings. A key feature of Hanoi is the temperate climate with 4 distinct seasons, unlike the typical tropical climate found elsewhere in Vietnam.
And that's the House News for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of House News only on TVR Parliament.